I had this nail art idea for quite a while now with clear, free edge and colorful nail beds. Recently, I received this new nail mail from Saviland with a kit of colorful gel polishes, and that's quite enough to try this design. So let's do it on my model today. Hello guys, this is Anastasia. Let's unpack Saviland Color Gel Polish Kit. We have a manual and 30 colors of gel polishes. Every bottle is 8 milliliters, so it's rather small, but the brush is regular size. The kit also includes 3 striper brushes for nail art, base coat, glossy and matte top coat. Let's see the colors. Some of the colors have slight shimmer in them and some colors are slightly transparent. But more than half of these colors are more like pastel shades and they have a pretty good coverage. This collection includes all kinds of colors, some pastel ones, nudes, light colors, as well as traditional fall colors. There's such a cute pastel lilac and light blue color with a slight shimmer. Since this collection has so many colors, we will have enough to do this colorful design today. This client loves bright colors and catchy manicures, and that's exactly what we are about to do. She also has beautiful nail beds, but we had to trim them short because for this nail art you need to have extensions because we need transparent free edge. Then I proceed to dry manicure with electric nail file. After I clean the sidewalls and the area under the cuticles, I push it up and then I can take off the surface shine. I use 180-degree buffer, and when you take off the surface shine, make sure that you did not leave any shiny spots, especially along the sidewalls, because sometimes you just cannot notice them. And after that, we're going to clean the dust. I will also trim the cuticles and eponychium with manicure scissors. For bright and colorful nail art, we definitely need more length, and we decided to do coffin shape. Since I'm using Saviland products for a while now, I already have plenty of their products, including soft gel tips, coffin shaped. So I apply dehydrator and non-acid primer. Then we need to use foundation gel, which is the same as the base coat that comes in a kit. Yes, you can use this base coat for extensions as well. And you can also use it for natural nails as the base coat when you're doing gel polish overlay. Apply a thin coat and cure in LED for 30 seconds. Do not apply too much. The layer should not be the same as you apply a nail polish or a gel. It should be like twice thinner. And most importantly, do not touch the surrounding skin. Now we need to apply the tips, and to do this I will also use the gel by Saviland, the special one for the tips. I apply some product on the tip and leave a little drop closer to the cuticle and then apply it on the nail. I just realized that this tip application on the nails is also quite a satisfying thing to watch. Do you agree? And then we need to cure it for 1 minute in LED lamp. This client was so willing to do different kinds of experiments and cool nail art, but she has a daughter which is only 10 months old, so she asked me if we can make them slightly shorter. So we did, and I also buffed the surface. For me, it's just more convenient to apply the color. So we picked 4 different colors and I apply them, but not in a regular way. I just apply them halfway onto the nail and then I leave some segment transparent. It's easier to do this if you use a brush from the bottle first and apply it in a regular way, and then you move a little bit to the side. And when you need to work on this line to make sure that it's crisp and it's at this exact position as you want it to be, then I switch to the thin liner brush. But when you're doing something like this with the color, do not apply too much, because if the layer is going to be super thick, then it may wrinkle in the lamp. So make sure that the color application is thin and even. So we picked blue, coral orange and this gorgeous lemon yellow. I really like this color. I think it's something in between of green and yellow. However, we will need a second coat for sure because one will be not enough. When you apply the color and you can immediately tell that one coat will not be enough here, do not apply it thick. It's much better to have two super thin coats compared to one thick and uneven. This blue color is so cute and has a slight purple tone in it, so we decided to use it on the thumb as well. By the way, when I'm doing color application, even if this is just a regular color without any design, I always apply it on one nail and then cure, and at this time I apply it on another one. I never apply the color like on 5 nails because most of the time in a good scenario it may get smudged. But the worst scenario, some color may go closer to the sidewalls or touch the skin. That's why it's better to apply the color and cure it as soon as possible so it will get fixed in the lamp in the exact position as you applied it. I also use thin liner brush to work on the sidewalls, on the cuticles, to make sure that I apply the color as close as possible. So I apply the majority of the color with a regular brush from the bottle first, and then I work with a detailer brush if needed. If you apply multiple coats, keep in mind that every coat should be fully cured. When you apply the first one, you need to cure thumb for 30 seconds separately, and then you need to cure the rest of the nails for the same time, and then you apply the second coat. We could leave this design just like this, by the way. I think it would look okay, but like I said, I had some nail art idea in mind, so I'm using white gel polish from the kit as well, and first I outline this empty space of the nails. By the way, I didn't really check if they're matching very well. I just try to make them approximately similar. And then after I do this outline, I add another line. So now we have some kind of stylized French nails. And then I add something like abstract lines, so it looks like a net or stained glass window. This design, including many others, is usually so hard to describe. So sometimes when clients or models ask me, like, Anastasia, what kind of nail art do you have in mind? I don't even know how to explain it. So if I have a tip and I tried it before, I can just show them because it's just impossible to explain some things. Finally, we're going to seal it with a glossy top coat, and since this is transparent design, I recommend you to apply the glossy top coat underneath as well, so it is going to be super clear and transparent. This is the final look. It looks okay in my studio, but it looks so much better outside. Look at these bright colors. What do you think, guys, about this nail art? I will leave the links to this kit in my description box as usual, as well as the discount code. Keep in mind that discount code is going to work for a limited time. Thank you so much for watching. If this is your first time here on my channel, consider subscribing as I post nail art tutorials and product reviews just like this one every week. See you in my next one. Goodbye.